Hello, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today where we're going to talk about books. And our main book for today is Luminous by Mara Rutherford. And Luminous is a young adult fantasy. This book has something that I really like in my fantasy books, and that is a map. It's a simple map, but it does exactly what it's meant to do. It gives the readers an idea of the layout of the world that we're experiencing in the story. So what's the story about? Leora's family includes her two sisters, Adele the older and Mina the younger, and their father. Their mother died years ago in a tragedy, which Leora survived. In their world, those with magic are either killed or coerced into working for the king's warlock, Darius. The girl's father has hidden Leora to protect her from Darius, because Leora is a mage. You see, Leora has magical abilities. Ever since the day that a star hit their home, she shines. So much so that if she goes out at night, you can see her glow. The boy she loves, Evram, lives nearby with his mother, Morgana. Morgana is the only mage that Leora knows. She's a weaver who works for Darius, and Morgana's weavings are like no other. When Darius comes to visit Morgana and check on a project she's working on for him, he sees Leora and he decides that he wants her to come work at the castle. But he does not realize when he decides that she is magic. So Morgana tells Darius that Leora is already working for her. Instead, Darius takes Mina to go to the palace to work as a seamstress. Leora does indeed begin to work for Morgana, and when Morgana brings her latest project to the castle, Leora accompanies her. Darius will not give up on Leora. When one of the weavings results in the release of two dangerous creatures, Leora, Evram, Darius, and others go in search of them. Throughout the story, Leora learns more about her life, her talents, her family, and her society's past. What I most appreciate about this book was the evolution of Leora's relationship with her magic and her understanding of herself. I also enjoy the portrayal of relationships. Love in this book is not only romantic. We see it in the sacrifices and mistakes made by Leora's father and Evram's mother, and in relationship between the three sisters. We'll take a look at three other books that explore characters growing to understand their talents and appreciate themselves and others in their life. One of these is fantasy, one is historical fiction, and one is contemporary. Let's start with Moth by McBride. It is young adult contemporary fiction. Moth lost her family and feels uprooted and alone until she meets Sanny, who is searching for his roots, thinking that learning where he comes from might help him understand his depression. They take off on a road trip together, looking for ghosts and ancestors. Briar by Lackey is young adult fantasy. Miriam is the daughter of the queen, but she's not a princess. She actually has no desire to be royal at all. When her baby sister Aurora is born, Miriam is thrilled. But at the christening, a fae tries to harm the baby, and in trying to protect Aurora, Miriam discovers powers she was unaware of. Miriam is trained as Aurora's protector, but threats are moving closer to their kingdom, and she may be unable to protect her family and herself. The Poetry of Secrets by Cambria, and it is young adult historical fiction. Isabel is a young woman in 1481 Spain. She should be thrilled that the alguacil of the city wants to marry her, but her family has a secret. They are conversos, Jews forced to convert to Christianity who still practice their Jewish faith in secret. Isabel dreams of pursuing an independent life, filled with poetry and a partner of her own choosing. Her family wants her to accept the marriage proposal. They believe this marriage will protect them. And as the story progresses, Isabel finds herself in more danger than she could have ever imagined. And there we are. I hope that you enjoyed this look at Luminous by Mara Rutherford and other books where the main character, throughout the events in the story, learns more about themselves, their strengths, and their talents. I'll return next week when we'll discuss the book, Hunting by Stars by Sherry DeMoline. Until then, I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you.